not about you. You're impacting somebody else when you share your wins. And when you share your intentions, you're helping somebody find their track because they're trying to be what you're doing. So come on, unmic and let it rip. Let's go. Anyone.
Since I've got 2 cups of coffee, I'll go first. I think it was 2 Fridays ago, we had somebody on that we were talking about meditation and meditation as a form of attraction. And so last week, I just meditated to have some deals come to me. The next day, client calls me, wants to move out of his lease and buy a home. We're going out this weekend. We're going to slam dunking.
That's awesome.
That's wonderful. What's your intention, Sean?
The intent, well, my intention is to get my $1.3 million listing, to get my open house going and execute my plan. I know we're overpriced. I mean, we just are over there, but it's irrelevant to what my plan is, and my intention is to execute my process, and good things will come if I can execute properly.
There you go. More conversations. I love it.
Who's next?
Why are y'all so quiet on Fridays?
Come on,
No
now.
one?
You got to win. I know somebody else in here has wins. Remember, personal, professional, it all helps your mindset and it all helps you to be productive. So let it rip, guys. Don't be shy.
So I
Who's
can talk.
winning? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go again. Pretty much a repeat of last week, but here in Atlanta might be different around the country, but even though rates still kind of remain a little bit above 7, even though Intel says they will come down, we're just busy as can be here. So everyone in our group is doing great business, and I think we've kind of been for months deciding to live in abundance, not scarcity, and business is happening. So yeah, we're really pleased with business right now.
Love hearing that. Love hearing that. I think for those of us that have been in the business a long time, you're just consistent. You do what you know you're supposed to be doing, showing up, plugging in every single day, and it doesn't matter what the market's doing. So we're having lots of different conversations with our sellers as well, but things are moving along.
Let's go. All right.
Let's go.
One more billionaire-minded individual. If you're a billionaire, unmic real quick and let us know what's your wins and your intentions. Even if you had some failures, Elizabeth says this all the time, and I love it. Success leaves clues. So what clue did you pick up? That's a win. Let it rip. No billionaires in the room?
Come on, one more.
I mean, I'll go. I'll say it's small, but it's big for me. So I got my first, I guess, lease agreement finalized last week with a client, and then also we closed on our house next Friday, and I negotiated that one by myself, and it was a multiple offer situation, so starting to gain traction, which is exciting.
Renters turn into buyers, and tell us your intentions.
Intention would be, once we get into our new house, starting to actually go out and do the open houses. I have a whole plan for it. I just need to get settled first. So that's my intention.
And 2 babies on your hips. So Sarah, that is not small. That's a huge win. So congratulations.
2 large, thank you, large wild babies on my hip. Yes, thank you.
Oh my gosh. Well, that is awesome. Thank you, B. I'm excited for this morning. I'm excited to see all of you showing up this morning. Thank you for being here. As you guys know, I've been involved in masterminds with Phil M. Jones out of New York for quite some time. I was actually with him on Friday in New York. A little bit of a different mastermind. It was an open book mastermind, but he has introduced us to exactly what to say. And I was introduced to Phil and exactly what to say because of Renee Funk years ago. And so you guys, many of y'all know Renee. She is my amazing friend, and she's an amazing team leader in Atlanta, not Atlanta. She's in Orlando, Florida with the Funk Collection. She is a certified guide with exactly what to say. And it was funny because Phil, on Friday when I was in that room in New York, I was one of 2 real estate agents, which I like being in different rooms that aren't just, real estate related, right? And he started pulling out his exactly what to say in real estate role play cards. And if y'all know me, and if you know me for a long time, I don't like to role play. I get a little bit anxious with that, but it was so much fun. And Renee is awesome about this. And I said, hey, Renee, you want to come in? And so we're going to do a little bit of a different huddle this Friday morning. And Renee, thank you for being here, my friend. I'm going to let you run with it.
Well, hello, Elizabeth Riley. Hello, EXP friends. My goodness, it's good to see everybody. I see a lot of familiar faces. I also see Todd Bailey's hand up. Todd, do you need anything?
I need a lot of things, as most of these people know.
Well, let's help Todd.
That is a true statement. Yes.
I will keep the list as short as possible. This is just a logistical question for Elizabeth. Does this live on Workplace for me to share with other people as a recording?
This is in the tribe. It's live streamed in the tribe every single Friday. So you can always find it there. Tag people. And then if you're wanting to share it outside of that, we can talk. We don't usually share them outside, but we can talk about it.
No, that's okay. It's within the organization. Thank you.
Yeah. It's always in the tribe every Friday, and we hashtag them so you can find all past ones.
Love it. Love it. Well, that was easy, Todd. I mean, goodness gracious, we start the day off and that's an easy one.
Well, now we're going to mute him because we know it could go long with him. So
thank you
Seriously.
Thank you for having me this morning. And yes, I was first introduced to exactly what to say almost 2 years ago now. I had the honor to be a guest in this same huddle probably about a month or so ago. And so I'll just reindulge a little bit of an introduction for those who may not have been at the previous huddle. Exactly what to say is a movement that first started with a little book, and has since turned into a body of work that is impacting not only real estate agents, but those across many industries. It was first brought to my attention by my amazing husband, who's my favorite real estate agent. He says, hi, by the way, Brad. And Jeff brought it to me and said, you got to listen to this book. You got to listen to this book. It took me about 4 months of my husband nagging on me. He said, this book is you. You need to listen to it. Finally, I said, okay, I'll listen to it. Fun fact, exactly what to say Audible is a very quick 72-minute listen. Most of you are probably going to be in the car for 72 minutes today. You could knock this out if you haven't yet in 72 minutes. However, it's a mighty 72 minutes that will impact your world in a big way. I've since become a licensed and certified guide that Elizabeth is referring to, and Elizabeth and myself have had the honor to be in the room in small rooms of masterminds with Phil in New York City a number of times, which continues to cascade out great opportunity. What we're here to talk about today is this icky word that I'm like Elizabeth, I can't stand the word role play. Cannot stand this word, and I've avoided it. Brad Feynman, I have a feeling that you love role play. I don't like role play. So I just want to put it out there right now. It's okay to be messy. What we're going to collaborate with over the next 20, 30 minutes, I want to encourage you to just be very messy with it. Don't hesitate. Even I'm probably going to mess up some. I think Elizabeth Riley might mess up some, and it's okay. So let's talk for a moment. I have a couple questions for you. So I just want you to open your mic. Just be free here. Number one, who's read the book? Drop it in comments or open your mic. Give me a high five. Read the book? Okay, good. I see that a number of you have. Next question is either open your mic or in chat. What is one of the lead sources that you love working with in 2024?
Social media.
Social media. I see Jeffrey says referrals. And what else?
And referrals.
One of the
Past
leads.
clients.
Past clients. What else? I hear past clients, military, social media, referrals and sphere. And what else?
Oh, I put in the chat Z buyers.
Z buyers, first time buyers, relocation. Okay.
Agent to agent referrals.
Agent to agent referrals. Rachel Wade says she's been cold calling absentee owners lately. Danny says renters.
And we get a lot of business referrals too. So a lot of businesses send us leads.
Love this.
Coach V, what about KV Core and things like that? Are you getting a lot of leads from there? Is that
For sure.
are you focused-
Our
yeah.
landing pages and our squeeze pages for certain.
So online leads, we're working with online leads. Perfect. Who's working with listing leads? Potential
I
sellers,
Captain.
right? Okay, love it. Very good. What are some of the obstacles and objections you're receiving over the last 60 days? Obstacles and objections.
If we can't sell for X price, we're not selling this year.
We can't sell for X price. We're not selling yet. Got it? What else?
Always
chat, they're
focusing on
saying
that interest
rates.
Mhm.
Interest rates. Those pesky interest rates. Michelle says interest rates for sure. What about if we think of it this way? Some of you said you're working with online leads. What are some of the objections you're receiving from your online leads?
They have several other realtors that are reaching out to them.
Competitive space, lots of realtors calling, right? And what else?
They're trying to decide if they want to move here or somewhere else.
Deciding on which area. Anyone work open houses? All right, I see a couple hands. What type of objections are you receiving with open houses?
Why would I buy now when I know that this house will be a cheaper price next week? Which I don't think is an objection. I think it's just more of an observation, but it's something that's keeping them from buying.
Potential narrative that they're hearing. Sometimes that can be misinformation. That is an objection, absolutely. Objection, one of the reasons I like to refer to objections as obstacles is because in many cases they are just that, right? And when we put the obstacle on the table and we're very open in advance in rooms like this, what we do is we can knock that objection, an obstacle out of our way because we know we have solutions to uncover that perhaps the individual doesn't know yet. Okay, very good. Now let's talk industry. We're among friends here, agents. This is all EXP agents in Huddle. What is one of the concerns you're facing in the industry right now? I heard Brad say earlier that we're in abundant mindset, which is so super smart, right? And let's be vulnerable for a minute. Do we have any concerns that we're facing? I'll start with one. The proposed NAR settlement, right? Is that a concern? What other potential concerns or obstacles are you feeling in the industry right now as an agent?
Finding 55 plus buyers.
Finding the buyers.
In a certain demographic.
Interesting. And what else?
Condo sales have dramatically slowed down.
So increase in inventory over one of the segments of the markets you represent. And what else?
You know, Renee, this question just feels loaded because EXP is in front of everything.
And that's okay, right? That's okay. One of the things we can do before we get into role play is like put the thoughts and concerns and obstacles and objections, both the ones that we receive from the consumers that we're earning a relationship with and with ourselves, right? Some of it's mind trash that we may not realize is actually an untapped opportunity.
Oh, I've got one. I've heard this
Yeah.
one go around with my mentees. Agent attraction, right? That's a piece for us here at EXP. So for them, they're running into LPT Realty and Real Realty and all these other places. And they're going, you know, V, how do I overcome the objection that people are like us? And, you know, sometimes I can get a little, you know, we're the blueprint. You know, and have that kind of mindset. But I know this is a very real concern, and it's something that, you know, they have to overcome when, you know, that's their competition because there's so many new classmen, you know, coming in, and the freshman class is caught up on all these other ones that are similar to us. So that's been one of the things.
And that's a smart concern and to bring awareness to, right? Is for those that are seeking to age and attract, right? Is we know that we have solutions. eXp Realty has solutions that so many other agents need, right? And so bringing that to the forefront is important. And I want you to write this down if you're not driving. Looks like most of you are not driving, so thank you for that. Is remembering as a North Star, who are the people we're seeking to serve? And what are the solutions we provide those people? Now, as we start going into the role play cards, and if you haven't played around with these yet, I'm excited to share them with you, is there are 4 cornerstones to conversational excellence that not only these exactly what to say role play cards are rooted in, are also a part of a movement for agents to gain stronger relationships with the people we're seeking to serve. And those cornerstones are curiosity is the fuel for great conversation, right? And when we lean into curiosity, we know that the person asking the question controls the conversation. People do things for their own reasons and not ours. And one of the things we're going to do today is remember that the worst time to think about the thing we're going to say is in the moment we're saying it. So Elizabeth Riley, even though you and I cannot stand role play, what do we know? The worst time to think about the thing we're going to say is in the moment we say it, right?
Right, lack of preparation.
So we're going to do some work before the work. And so we have this beautiful deck of cards. Let me share a little backstory on the cards. When you open up the role play cards, and Elizabeth, you have some as well, right?
Yes, but I'm gonna make you voluntold other people to role play.
Oh, I'm going to voluntold, and I'm also going to
Okay,
voluntold
good.
you. Okay, so when we open up our role play cards, what we see is a few different colors. We have our cards that are black cards. These are going to be objections or obstacles, okay? These are, we know as real estate professionals that we receive the same objections over and over and over and over on repeat, right? And so these are objections we receive, okay? We have a number of orange cards. The orange cards are the scenarios, of which many of you have already mentioned. Things like working with seller leads, listing appointments, open houses, online lead inquiries. I heard someone mention that they work with KV Core leads, having conversations with our previous customers, right? So these orange cards are the scenarios. Now, for those who have already read exactly what to say, what we know about exactly what to say is there are 32 word sequences. You've probably heard Phil refer to these word sequences as magic phrases. I like to think of them as word sequences because they're just that. 32 sequences of words that strong agents are becoming more equipped with to know that they're tools in our tool chest. So as we play with these role play cards, what we first do is we select a scenario, okay? And I want you to know that I have these set out in front of me, including the word sequences and the objections, but I'm not looking. We're gonna play dangerous, Elizabeth Riley. We're the pros. We're going to just get what we get and not throw a fit. All right, ready? So I'm gonna choose one of the scenarios. And we're gonna voluntold Elizabeth Riley first. Okay, ready? Oh, isn't this hilarious? She's going to love me for this. Look what I chose. Online lead inquiry. She's going to love me. Our scenario is
This call is over. Nice seeing you all. Have a great weekend, right?
all of a sudden Riley finds the end meeting for everybody button on Zoom. Online lead inquiry. Okay. Objection. I'm not looking, not looking, not looking, not looking. Let's see. Objection. We lost out because we should have offered more. So just imagine you're on the phone with someone that you met via KV Core. They are explaining to you, Elizabeth Riley, that they've been in the market for some time. They put an offer on a previous property However, they lost out and they should have offered more. Now we have our scenario and our objection, right? We're going to
Yep.
take word sequences. Not looking, not looking. How would you feel if? Oh, this is an easy one for you. How would you feel if?
Okay.
Okay. So Elizabeth Riley, we're still in the market. We've been looking for quite some time. We're just not finding what we want. And actually, we previously put an offer in, but we lost out because we know we should have offered more.
So I'm using the word sequence,
Yeah,
okay, to overcome this objection.
correct.
All right. So, how would you feel if I was able to use my resources to find you another home that's off market that hasn't yet come to the market?
Very good. How would you feel if within the next 30 to 60 days, we can find that perfect home with the backyard that'll allow you to entertain your family? It's another one, Elizabeth.
No. Ask somebody else. I played.
Okay. Voluntold, Coach V, how would you feel if?
I'm here. Okay, let me see, because you're holding them up in the camera. I'm reading them. How would
Okay,
I
hold on.
feel
I'm gonna make it
if-
full speaker. Does that make it better for y'all?
Let's see. Okay,
I've
so
got one. Oh,
we
sorry.
lost out on the deal because we should have offered more. How
Yep.
would I feel if I heard someone tell me this? My response would be to them, did we take a full analysis of that property to make sure that we were in the right offering position? And did we have an ideal as to what the other offers entailed? Because there's all kinds of reasons that sellers go with other offers beyond just you offering more. So let's break this scenario down.
And what we want to do with how would you feel if you are like leaning in the right way.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm making a sale.
You're going for it, and that's okay.
Okay.
We're
So
doing
how
it.
would I feel?
We've met an objection
Yeah.
of someone saying like, we've just been in the market for a while and we know we should have offered more. We're not sure what to do next. And then we
Okay.
as the agent are going to utilize that. Well, how would you feel if?
Gotcha. So how would
Right.
you feel if, how would you feel if I presented you with similar properties in the area that may have a better possibility of us getting that property? That's kind of how I'm thinking about it.
I love it. You did it. Good job.
Sorry, I was already making a sale. Anybody want to work with me here?
And I
Yeah.
want to say too is that remember, we can be messy. This is low risk, safe space, right? All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna do another one. Get ready because someone's gonna be voluntold. Here we go.
So just so you know, when I was there with Phil last week, by the way, he did one objection. And then he made us like do a whole question tree with like 5 or 6 using the same things. It was bananas. But anyway, go ahead, Renee. You're being
Well,
kind so far.
I was being kind because yes, I've been in that role. There's actually video floating around with me is when Phil plays this game with you. Oh, he tripped me up really well. And then they recorded it and it's me going like, I don't even know my first name. And everyone looking at me and saying like, don't you know, aren't you a realtor? Aren't you a team leader? And I'm going like this. So it's okay to be messy. All right.
Well, that was
Seller-
definitely me. I think I blew a couple of spit bubbles on that one, but I'm all right.
You did amazing. And a part of role playing is to remind ourselves that the worst time to think about the thing we're going to say is in the moment we're saying it. This is the safe space to be messy. This is the safe space to play with the words and see how it feels when we utilize different phrases. Seller lead, okay? Seller lead. Let's get our objection. Ooh, this is a good one. We don't want to list for that long. So just imagine you're at the listing consultation, right? You're putting down whatever term you include in your listing agreement. Seller says, no, Brad Feynman. We don't want to list it for that long. Okay. Let's go for our word sequence. The word sequence is don't worry. So we have a seller lead. We're at our listing consultation. They're saying, we don't want to list for that long. We're not giving you that 18-month listing agreement. Agent says, don't worry. Elizabeth,
I
you
can
wanna-
take this one.
Oh, good. I love it. Who's this? Buster?
This is Sean. This is
Hi.
Sean
Oh,
Fuentes.
good. Go, Sean.
So don't worry, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. I got you. I can present you with a strategy that will sell the house quickly.
Awesome.
Or
What
for
else?
those like me that do pre-listing packets, I have a cancellation guarantee in my pre-listing package. So what I would use on that one is, don't worry, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, if you will refer back to, page 5, you have a full 100% guarantee cancellation policy with me. No risk, no additional fees or whatever. And then I refer back to that page.
Brilliant. What else? I'm not signing that listing agreement for that term of time.
I would say something to the effect of like, don't worry, if it takes me that long to sell your home, there's an issue anyway. Like and then I would go to my record, the best time to sell is right. We want to put our best foot forward with this listing. We're going to do everything that we can to get it, sold within our first weekend on the market. And basically, yeah, assure them like that's ridiculous that somebody would even need that long to sell the home, because this is what I've done with these other ones in your community. As long as we price it right and market it well, it's going to sell very quickly.
Brilliant. And would it help if I shared with you that my average days on market with my listings is?
Yes, definitely.
We can stack, right? There you go, Elizabeth. We can start stacking. So scenario with the seller, I don't want to list for that long. Don't worry. There's a term on page 5 that outlines you can cancel it at any time. And would it help if I shared with you that the average days on market for those that work with the Funk collection is 27 days? Right? And before you make up your mind, how open-minded would you be to taking the next steps and having the stager come out and do a tour of the property? All right, let's stick with this scenario. I'm gonna choose one more. We're with a seller who says, I do not want to list for that long. What about this word sequence? What do you understand about?
Oh, I just thought about that one. When you're asking, what do you understand about? I'm thinking, what do you understand about the time it takes for a home to sell on your market and how those homes are priced? And can I come and meet with you and sit down and give you a comp analysis so you can understand the true nature of your market? Because sometimes they're basing it on the neighbors and the neighbor may not have the right scenario going for them.
Absolutely. V, you nailed it, right? You're sitting in that scenario and they say, oh, well, I don't want to sign a 6-month listing agreement. I'm going to give you 30 days. And yet here in Orlando, we have some markets where average days on market based on that hyper local location could be 75 days. So what is your understanding about the average days on market over the last 90 days for homes that are located in Windermere? You guys are good. All right, let's change it up. Well, I picked some new cards. What questions do you have? What thoughts is this sparking for you guys? You feeling good about being messy?
I saw a question in the chat about where can we get these cards, and I think this might be a good time.
We put the link in there.
Put the link in there. And also there is, I will drop it in a moment, or Elizabeth, if you have it and you can drop it in, there's a Facebook group for exactly what to say role play that everybody can hop into.
Ah, I didn't even know there was that. So there you go.
Yes, and actually I'm going to be doing some role play in that group. I'm doing a 6-week series in there. It's open to all. No fee, just everybody hop in. All right.
Renee,
Let's go.
what's amazing too is this doesn't just apply to real estate. This applies to life. So, especially for people that have kids, or I'll just be honest, even with a spouse, I've been married 40 years, but, I'm always shocked. I bet you I have 1,000 sequences that just come out naturally. I don't have to prepare for it, and it's just over all the years, these just come out naturally for the situation. But success raising your kids, there's just, you have answers to a ton of things, and it befuddles them, you know. I mean, just one example, a great one is, you know, where they come complaining about something instead of just trying to solve the problem for them, just going, "Hey, son, that's awful. What are you going to do?"
Yeah.
You know, I've used
So
that
Brad, that's brilliant because what you're doing is you're reverting to curiosity.
right. But
Right.
instead of solving the problem for them, I want my kid to stand on their own 2 feet and learn. And I mean, over all those years, they never figured that out. They were just confounded when it was like, "Oh, that's awful. What are you going to do?" And they couldn't figure it out how they got caught in that pickle. So, yeah, this applies to everything.
You are so right. I have the honor to, as a part of being a guide, I host certifications. A couple months ago, Elizabeth Riley was in a certification I hosted here in Orlando. And by the way, Elizabeth Riley and myself are bringing the Exactly What to Say certification course to Austin in October. Hint, hint, we'll be in Austin for those who want to hop in, shoot us a message. And Brad, what we find is that when real estate agents first start working with Exactly What to Say, the initial draw is they think it's scripting for real estate. And yet what ends up happening is it helps others become stronger communicators in their marriage and as parents and all the things with friends as well. So you are spot on with that. And when we think about, we're all leaders. We are all leaders. Here's what's going to happen in 2024 with whatever changes happen in our industry. There are going to be 2 types of agents. There are going to be order taker agents, the agents who have consumers ask them questions, and the agent just says, "Here you go, here's all the information." And then that agent has a higher likelihood of being wrong. And the other type of agent is going to be the consultant who remains in curiosity and takes a little more time to ask a few more questions to position themselves with the context to be very confident about being able to say because of the fact that you said, right? So that curiosity is huge. All right, I pulled another card. Open house is our scenario. Let's look at our objections here. I'm gonna pull one out. Ooh, this is an interesting one. This could, open house, bring me a buyer and we can talk. So we're hosting an open house and a visitor stops in. We could imagine that that visitor says, "Yeah, my house is on the market," right? It's been sitting for a while. Let's find our word sequence. How certain are you? Oh, this is not an easy one. This is a little bit of a challenge for everybody. Open house, bring me a buyer and we can talk. How certain are you?
How certain are you that your house is priced correctly?
Very good.
How certain are you that your home is getting the right exposure?
And what else?
How certain are you that you're working with the right agent? It has been on the market for a while, which would still be inclusive of all of those others.
There you go.
How certain are you your home is showing well?
Well, you all are nailing the how certain are you? Let's do another one here. Let's stay with open house. What about this one? Prices are too high. We're in an open house. Prices are too high. And Oh, don't worry, we don't want to do that one again. We just did it. Okay. How would you feel if prices are too high, visitor in the open house, agent says, well, how would you feel if?
How would you feel if I gave you a CMA to compare to the rest?
Very good. And what else?
How would you feel if your dream house was available, or this is your house or whatever, and you didn't take a closer look at values and missed out on it and compared it to everything else moving forward?
Okay, I'm convinced y'all have been practicing. Let's stack that. Go deeper. So same scenario, prices are too high. How would you feel if and before you make up your mind?
How would you feel if we were able to find you the right home at the right price?
Yeah, I don't know, Brian. I don't know. We might just wait.
Well, you stumbled me.
Before you make up your mind.
Yeah.
Before you make up your mind, would you be open-minded to taking a look at a few of the pocket listings that are available through eXp exclusives?
Good one.
Can you put those cards up again, Renee? I want to crack at this one. I like role play.
All right. Okay. Right. So we're in open house. Prices are too high. We're gonna get crazy. We're gonna stack.
Okay. So Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, how would you feel? I know you're pretty interested in this house. How would you feel if somebody else ends up spending the 4th of July in this home? And before you make up your mind, I know one of your objections was that interest rates are a little bit too high. How would it feel if we were able to consolidate some of your debt that you have and allow you to make one payment on your mortgage because you've got some equity in your current home? So how would it feel if we were able to consolidate some of that debt at a lower interest rate? You know, I know rates are high. If we're able to consolidate some of that debt, you get to spend the 4th of July. That feels pretty good, right? You get to spend the 4th of July in this home and you're consolidating your debt into one mortgage payment each month. How does that feel?
Wow.
Or how would it feel if I were able to find you a lender that makes it affordable for you? Would you then be ready to make an offer?
What was the word, Brian? How would you feel if we found you a what?
A lender. If
Lender.
I was able to connect you with a lender that can make it affordable for you, would you then be ready to make an offer?
How would you feel if the seller accepted an offer and paid down your interest rate before you make up your mind? Let's look at that scenario.
Okay, you guys are not beginners. You guys are so good. We're stacking again.
Eddie, that was a good one.
That was so good. Elizabeth,
Really quick too, as Renee's stacking, one of the things in this packet, which again, the role play thing stresses me out a little bit, to be fair. But it's broken, these responses and how we're stacking, they're all broken into different scenarios. So labeling, assumptive frames, rejection-free openings, staying in the game, perspective changes, making conversations count. So as you're practicing these things and you're internalizing them, you can play with the different scenarios, but understanding exactly how you're approaching them. So, I mean, you've got all these scenarios. If anybody masters those, I saw somebody in here saying, how can you master this? I don't think you ever master anything. You just continue to practice and fail forward and to Renee's point, make it messy. But that's why the practicing, because every single one of us on here, as you can tell, are giving different answers, and that's how you learn even more.
And to that point as well, is every one of us hearing how others articulate it. Todd gave an example, Brian gave an example, Coach V's giving examples, all of you sharing different things. What that allows us to do is, I think, Elizabeth, you and I are a bit alike in this. We don't like scripting, because if someone tells me how to say it, I'll say, I don't want to say it that way. That doesn't sound like me, right? The beauty of this is we can collaborate, and Todd says something that hits my core that I'm gonna utilize that, right? Brian said something else, and it becomes then a part of your own voice. The key is to think about these word sequences in a way that reminds you this sparks dialogue. This is dialogue sparking, and a lot of times the way we're overcoming an objection There are agents who don't, and the door gets closed. And then there are agents who go back to curiosity and keep the dialogue open to give them an even better chance to stay in the game. So I want to stick with this one more here is we're still on prices are too high. We're at an open house and you guys are masters already. Is I like the how would you feel if before you make up your mind, would it help if?
Can I
These are
go?
stackable. Yes, sir. Go.
Okay. How would you feel if we could get you money off the home you're purchasing and closing fees? And before you make up your mind, have you noticed a lot of homes are coming down in price lately? And by the way, would it help if I showed you some examples of homes where my buyers have gotten 50 to 100,000 off asking price and $20,000 towards their closing fees to bring their interest rate payment back to what it was 2 years ago?
Boom.
I like that one, Jeff. That's good.
And Jeff,
Real
I
life
can't wait.
true story.
You're awesome. And I can't wait to see you in Tampa on Wednesday.
I seriously have like listened to this 5 times and I still need to listen to it more, but I love this. It's awesome. So thank you.
There is no mastering it. It's my pleasure. There is no mastering it. This is about continuing to think, to Elizabeth's point, there are tons of objections we're getting, right? We don't have to be perfect. We do have to bring awareness to them. And the more we get messy with it, the more it can be beautiful. How are we doing on time, Elizabeth? Do we have time to do one more?
Oh yeah, we've got 16 minutes.
Okay, awesome. Let's go.
How about this one? Use the same stacking and use this objection. I'm going to interview a few more agents first.
Ooh.
Because I know some of y'all are getting this. So go.
What's our word sequence? Do you want me to just pick one blindly?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, you can use open house still because.
Okay, awesome. Open house. And Elizabeth, hold that one up again.
I'm going to interview a few more agents first.
This is what I pulled. I'm guessing you haven't got around to.
Okay, so that's y'all's sequence. Go.
I was going to suggest something, but now I'm stuck. I was stuck on the other one. I always, when they have a question about, or I'm in a statement about interviewing other agents, I ask what questions you have. And then I give them, if they're stumped, a question list that they make sure that all of those agents are asking those questions. And if not, then, basically giving them value. But the second card threw me through a loop. So now I have to like rephrase my whole thing.
So I want to caution you, Danny, is everything you just said is perfectly acceptable and amazing. There's nothing wrong with what you just said. What Danny just shared is a solution. So Danny has a solution. And I'm guessing your solution works really well, right? This is a moment before the solution where oftentimes, Elizabeth, hold that up one more time. If someone says, I want to interview other agents, a lot of agents either fumble, they allow the door to be closed, right? Think of this next step as putting the ball in play, keeping dialogue going so that you can position yourself, Danny, to share the solution that you have. Here's a list of 27 questions that you should ask any agent you're considering hiring. That's the solution piece. You don't have to change that, okay? You don't have to change it.
So like asking them saying before I get to that point, I'm guessing you haven't gotten around to talking to many other agents, or whom have you talked to? Not whom, but basically just that. I'm guessing you haven't had a chance to your agents.
Could you
I have one.
Go, Brian.
I'm guessing you're still interviewing agents because you haven't found the right one that you're comfortable with, and found one like me that's a 20+ year veteran in this neighborhood that's going to net you a higher amount.
That's a great example.
I've
got one.
Did I hear Nicole?
Yes, I'm guessing you have some concerns that have not been addressed with the previous agents that you've interviewed. So now we can go into, is it Danny's, potentially Danny's response?
Yeah. Let's change our word sequence. Elizabeth Riley's objection. We're still at the open house. The visitor says, I'm going to interview other agents. Most people. This is labeling. Most people.
Go with the first one they interview.
That would be a great one. Most people go with the first agent they interview. Would it be helpful if I shared with you the obstacles they face by not interviewing a few different agents?
Hey, Renee, on that one, most people keep looking for the right agent when they haven't found what they're looking for. I simply just ask them the question, what are you looking for in your next agent? And that opens up some huge dialogue.
I love that you have a question that's open-ended, right? So what Gilbert just shared is a really great strategy whenever we're in dialogue with another individual, is knowing that open-ended questions leads to more dialogue. Close-ended question leads to a decision. Always remember that. There's times we ask open-ended questions, and that's when we want to keep the conversation going, and we want the other person to, hopefully, in many cases, pontificate, keep going, give me more, give me more. And then there are times that we straight up just ask a close-ended question because it's going to force a decision. It's a yes or no. So I want to interview other agents. Most people.
Most people, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I went off right when I was getting ready to give my spill. Distraction. Okay. Most people hear the same things from agents across the board before they ever get a chance to see. I'm here to prove to you that I'm the right agent for the job. So let me come sit down with you and actually lay on your table what I can do.
And I'm gonna go to.
Yeah, I told her.
Show you my
I told.
portfolio. And
Okay,
get the deal
Coach V. Now all I can see is laying on a table. I don't know about that. Could it be possible that we stack these two? Most people, and I'm not sure if it's for you, most people find it's beneficial to strategically interview a few different agents in the industry. Would it be helpful if I shared with you the difference between working with an agent and a professional agent who specializes in Windermere? Riley, you take this one.
Well, I was trying to think of the one that we had talked about with Phil, where this came up, and it's like, would it be helpful? What's the sequence? Would it be helpful?
Most people, and then
Most
would
people.
it be helpful?
Would it be helpful? So I like the most people talk to, explored a number of different professionals. Would it be helpful if I showed you? I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to say it. Would it be helpful if I showed you the difference between an agent and a realtor, and how our marketing plan provides success for our clients in a higher, in more situations than not. Like, I don't know where I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. But I can't remember. I'm trying to remember how he sequenced that, and it was really good because it brought in the difference between just any old real estate agent with a license and a pulse versus a professional. Do you remember? You know what I'm saying?
You can go things like, okay, I bet you're a bit like me. And when you're making one of the biggest investments in your life, it's important to work with a professional. How certain are you that the other agents are as experienced to get the job done? You see, most people want to work with an agent who has 20 years of experience right here locally in Windermere and who has represented hundreds of buyers. And I'm not sure if it's for you, but I do have a couple positions available as I'm onboarding buyers over the next 30 days. Just one more thing. eXp Realty has eXp exclusives. It's a network of 90,000 agents that we all share off markets. Would it be helpful if I shared with you a couple upcoming listings that might be in this area that haven't hit the market yet? And how would you feel if the other agents didn't have the skill to get the job done? Before you make up your mind, would you be open to grabbing 10 minutes to discuss this further? Don't worry, I have time over the next couple days. When would be a good time to connect?
2 p.m. on Thursday. We can go to my favorite coffee shops in Little Roma, and we can just have a really good time talking about Windermere because I'm ready.
I'm your girl in Windermere.
See how smooth that is though, y'all? It doesn't sound like scripts. And so role play and scripts to me were always kind of the same thing when you internalize them. And that's what this book has really, we don't make anything off the book, by the way. I'm just saying it's a short, easy read and you listen to it over and over and you're always picking things up. But once you internalize it and make it as smooth, and Renee has lots of practice with this stuff and she still gets tripped up. Right? You never
Okay.
master it, but that was smooth. And Coach V is ready to sign on the dotted line. So the more we practice and the more we work on this stuff and just show up asking questions and just supporting each other, even on these huddles and everything we're doing with all of our trainings, the better we're all going to be in our different markets. And the Austin agents on here, I want us to all come together in a room, shockingly, probably Monkey Nest. And I mean, this would be fun for us all to just practice like once a month. So if y'all are in, I'm going to put that together.
There is, so on exactlywhattosay.com/role play. And you're right, like Elizabeth and I, this has just made an impact, right? Like we don't get money from this book. It's changing the way that business is done and it's improving so much of our world. Exactlywhattosay.com/role play. There's many different ways that you can utilize these role play cards. I have to have a confession. I bought about 20 of these boxes, right? And they sat in my closet for about 45 days unopened. And there's this funny thing you have to do is you have to actually open the box. And for those days that they sat in my closet, I thought, oh gosh, I love exactly what to say and it's changing my world, but don't make me role play. Don't make me role play, Brad Feynman. And then you know what I realized is that this is just fun. And on that website, I'll drop it in chat. There's all different ways you can play it. So what I would encourage you to do, Elizabeth, maybe in your next AHA, you do breakouts, roundtables, and you do smaller settings so you can go boom, 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 boom. This time together, thank you for allowing me to come and share with you. It's on Zoom. It was a little introduction. My hope is that you continue to role play because here's the thing. There is absolutely nothing for us to be concerned about in the industry right now as far as potential changes. There's so much opportunity that's before us. In the smart agents are just practicing in safe places like this and being messy. And anytime you want to practice and be messy, I am there because that's what's going to make the difference between the professional agent and the everyday agent.
Well, and I think in all of our different markets, like Brad, you could have the Realm and all the Atlanta. I mean, there's all these things y'all can come together. And I just want you all to feel sorry for me for a moment, because just imagine having a friend like Renee Funk, when you call and ask her something and she goes into these sequences. She does this to me all the time. I'm like, just give me the answer. I don't want to explore questions. She does this thing to me all the time. So when Brad, you're saying personal and professional, she lives it and it makes me think things through differently. And it's been pretty cool. So we thought this would be really fun, especially me just coming off the meeting with Phil. And we've got a couple minutes. Any takeaways, any feedback, any comments anybody wants to share before we log off for the morning?
Well, what's amazing about this, I mean, Renee's answers are quick and totally spot on. And if I was a client, I would want to move forward. But the biggest thing of this is being able to hear her. Don't underestimate her tone of voice, which is just, it's upbeat but non-threatening. And again, just hearing that just in an hour, this is how we're supposed to be out in the market. This is how we're supposed to be talking to clients, to cause them to want to align with us and move forward with us. Your tone of voice and the way you say it is equal to the words you say.
Oh,
Good stuff.
tonality is everything for sure, Brad.
And practice makes perfect, and you get more comfortable, right? You get more comfortable and then it's smoother and it's just a response, just like anything we say all the time that's a script. It's not really a script because we've internalized it. So it just takes time, and it's not going to be perfect, but it's messy before it's beautiful. So anyway, Renee, would you come back and do this with us more? Because you've got so much great nuggets with exactly what to say as a certified guide. We would love for you to be in here and just kind of share.
I would, and also I have not booked my flights for the Austin certification, which is October 9th through the 11th, Elizabeth Riley. So and I know some of you aren't in Austin, Brad, we can come to Atlanta too. If during October you want to do a roundtable and add it on, I'm happy to.
Oh, let's do that.
Because
Okay.
I know I have a place to stay. I'll just extend my stay at Casa de Riley.
All right, let's do it. I think that'd be a great idea. So thank you all for plugging in and showing up this morning. You guys are amazing. Have an amazing weekend. For those of you that are mothers or have mothers or want to be a mother or any of the above, happy Mother's Day on Sunday. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Thank
Bye, y'all.
you.
Thank you.